This is, well, sir, we ain't finished yet. Last Friday afternoon, Matt called me and he says, hey Gary, I would really like to bring a couple of reps from headquarters to come down, and they're coming down. I'd like to talk with them about the partnership that we have between Thrivent and Troy Christian. And I said, well, you want some students involved? He said, no, just if you could just sit down and talk about some of the things that we're doing with the seed money from Thrivent and our whole Live Generously program, that would be sufficient. Well, my head went into gear. I'm going, wait a minute. This guy has done so much for our school. And can't sit down with our kid and talk to each of you individually, but at least maybe we can give him a picture show of all the areas the seed money from Thrivent has impacted our school. So this afternoon, I just want to go through this quickly, and obviously just be able to talk. But what's important for us to understand, students, is, you know, when we began Troy Christian, a big part of our philosophy was it can't be just hearing and receiving God's word, but it's important to live it out. That we got to put action to our feet, and that's where the hands and feet of Jesus is so important. And so when Thrivent, and I connected with Matt a few years back, I thought he shared this program with me. I'm going, this is exactly what Troy Christian is about, and this is what Thrivent Financial is all about when they talk about simply giving and to give generously. And so what our purpose is this afternoon is just to help you understand how we're able to fulfill our mission even better because of what Thrivent is doing, particularly what you have done, Matt, for our school. So again, this afternoon we're just going to go through some slides and show you some of the things that have been taking place in our school. So we thank you, Matt, for helping us to be salt in our world now. This is our vision statement, that TCS students will be salt in their world now. And the acronym that we have that goes with it, it says speaking, acting, leading, thinking like Jesus. That is our statement that we make, that our vision for Troy Christian students. So you've given us seed money. And so we're going to kind of walk through that this afternoon. Here is an example, a picture of action kits that have arrived. And now it's time for us to get busy. And here's how we've taken that seed money. First of all, what you see on the screen is this is Mrs. Lansfair's Read to Feed program. 32 TCS students are blessing 200 people. And what the fourth graders have done is they earn a penny a minute of reading. And last year, they read 33,440 minutes, which then allowed for them to purchase 2 heifers that were able to be donated to their mission project. Let me also say something to you, particularly those of you that are guests with Matt. Since Troy Christian's beginning in 1980, we've believed that it's important for our kids to live out their faith. And so what we've done is we require every class, I'm talking preschool through 12th grade, to have some type of an outreach mission ministry for each class every year. So what happened, this is just one of those in the 4th grade where they were raising the funds for another country in order to provide these heifers. Now here's some other things. Mrs. Colley's 2nd graders in applied ministry and tech and during ESM partnered with Reading for Change. Reading for Change is a local program that was initiated by one of our staff and her husband. And they began this reading program here in Troy, and the purpose of that is to help those students who are struggling readers in any of the schools in the city of Troy. So this reading program is an after-school reading program, and here again is how the seed money from the Thrivent Live Generously program has helped us out with that. So you need stuff, just to let you go through. Here's the boxes of school supplies that were able to be purchased for that program. And given many of these children are underprivileged children, and so this gives us an opportunity to build into their lives this way. Then RFC was also given technology necessary to be able to use a smartboard and snacks for the program. Now this next slide talks about something that is also huge for Troy Christian schools. Again, we believe we need to be the hands and feet in our community. So we have a day where we set aside our whole school. Whole school serves the Troy and Miami County community. So we do different things throughout the community, all throughout that day, where we're giving back to our community. And here's some of the things that we do. We have, and again, what's interesting is you have involved within that, we've got all of our students. So we have 330 students plus 40 leaders that are serving 27 different things within our community. And the Hike and Serve kids, which you have pictures of here, are elementary students who visit all of the local officials. They go to the fire station, they go to the police station, they go to the city of Troy. They are involved with, again, other opportunities. We have 520 students plus staff who are reaching out. That's our elementary and preschool level. Then at the high school level, here's some of the other things that we're involved in. Here's some pictures that show you that. Just go ahead and kind of walk through them. We'll just give you some of those examples. So all in all, we have, this is the clubhouse ministry that others are involved in, even beyond this particular service day that we have in our school. All in all, we have 348 students. This is the high school level. 348 students and 17 projects equal 11,500 people that have been impacted on that particular day that we serve. Now we have another special thing that we do at Troy Christian. Again, that living out is what we call Enrichment Service Ministry Week. And that week we shut down the junior high and the high school. And what we do is we go all over the world. We're local and then all over the world with different projects. And this is where that seed money has become really crucial to us because of all the different projects that we're involved in with ESM. Here's a picture of our Bahamas team where we serve 300 students at Hillcrest Academy. We purchase construction paper, supplies, and so forth for that school. Again, in the Bahamas, you always think of being well-to-do. It is not. It's a very poor country. And so we've served and partnered there for the last 9 years with a Christian school in the Bahamas. Here's some of the projects that we're involved in the Bahamas. So we painted their school, we fixed their swings, we fixed the playhouse that they had. We were able to supply them 4 laptops. We've also, down at that school, we've been able to, technology-wise, through a grant from Rotary, we were able to install smart boards in every one of their classrooms. The only school on the island that has been privileged up to that point in time that had the smart boards. So then another program that we're heavily involved in, we'll go to the next slide, is community prayer and worship. This was another part of ESM, and they went down to Tennessee, and part of that was just a time for them as a team to develop, to work together, but then they also then served in a school, a public school there in La Follette, Tennessee, and they were a part of able to donate, again, through the seed money. You can donate 45 books to the reading program there in the public school there in La Follette. Then the next team that we were able to help with seed money is Costa Rica. We sent a number of our students to Costa Rica, and there we had 19 involved and able to impact 300 people. And then we have the next picture shows you the K through 6 VBS program they did with 212 children. Then they also did a teen outreach with 20 youth there in Costa Rica. Then they did another outreach with 75 people in Costa Rica. The next slide shows you our team that went to Florida and worked down in the Tampa Bay area, working with a migrant camp and migrant children. They had 20 volunteers who went down there impacting 500 people. And here's some of the things that they did during that time in Florida. This one's called the Good Samaritan Mission down there that they work with serving 150 people. The next one is a Christian Migrant Association daycare where they served 60 children. Then there was Camp Charlie that they're impacting about 200. Then the next team that went was our Jamaica team. So we had a group of students and staff who went to Jamaica. These are some of the activities that they're involved in Jamaica, and helping with planning and working with the children there. Then our junior high students, all of them, and their teachers. And this is what's phenomenal, is all these, again, our staff are actively involved in all of the activities that we're doing. So they give up their time to be with our students, to be a part of this. And here we have all the junior high students visiting, are working at Skyview Ranch, which is here in Ohio. And so they served there for 4 days. And here's some of the things that they did during that time. Then another, which was a local program, we had what's called Mankind. These are students and staff who worked on local projects here in Troy itself. And here again, the seed money that was able to be used there for purchasing things. So here's some slides that talk about that. They also worked with the Riverside School, which is a school for handicapped children and adults here in Troy. And so they were part of them. And they did work in our own school. As I shared with you, we're building a new addition over at the elementary, so the students helped paint the new gymnasium wall. And then they put to do a really job. Then another group went to Nashville, and here's some of the activities that the Nashville team did. This one's amazing, 6,800 pounds of food. They helped to sort in Nashville. Then we had another group that went to Nicaragua. And this group went to Nicaragua, and they were able to, there's 25 of them that went along with adults. And they served 280 people. And here we have, again, an opportunity that we're, with seed money from Thrivent, that we're able to provide these kits. Then we had a group that went to Zion National Park, and this is again a part, we said it's enrichment ministry, so it's an opportunity for enriching the students. So they went to Zion National Park and they were there. And again, you help to receive money for us to be able to purchase equipment that we'll be able to use year after year in that experience. Then we sponsored a United Nets. This was spearheaded by Meredith Haddad and the girls basketball team, where they used the Thrivent money to buy a mini iPad and we sold off a raffle. And we've been doing that now for the last 2 years. And we've had a total of 964 mosquito nets that we've been able to purchase through the United Nets that we've had at our school last year and this year. Then we have Operation Christmas Child 2015, where we were able to participate in providing 50 boxes for children around the world. Thrivent is also a sponsor of our 5K that we have in May. And as a result of that sponsorship with the last 2 years, they've been a part of that. They've been able to help raise over $4,000 for our expansion programs here at Troy Christian. And then Thrivent was a part of helping to make awareness for one of our students who is now over at Ohio State. But again, all this seed money has come into play. There are other opportunities and things that have happened within our school. This is, when we come back from Hike and Serve, we kind of review the day and we show pictures of what everybody's been doing all day long. So this is a culmination, where that was last year. Again, all of us wearing Thrivent shirts in the city of Troy. And then that's where, again, it's a powerful opportunity for us, again, to be able to express gratitude and relationship to all that has happened because of Thrivent. Again, we are just totally thankful for all that has happened. And there are other projects that are going on. I was made aware of one by my own daughter, where her and my granddaughter are doing this thing called Soul Hope. I've never heard of it before, but what it is they purchase, they have a shoe cutting party. And what happens is that they bring in the students, when they come to the party, they bring jeans. And those jeans are then cut up by using the kits that are available that have the outline of shoes. They cut those out and they sew them, then they send them on to Uganda, and the Uganda cobblers will put used tires on the bottom to be able to provide shoes for them. And this allows for them to educate, to distribute shoes, and clean out the jiggers in their feet, and also provide employment for cobblers. This is in Uganda. So this is a new program that I just heard about, and I know that there are many others that are doing different things, again, because of the seed money that's been given to us through Thrivent. And this isn't everything, but in 2 days we had to put together quite a bit in order to make it happen. But we're thankful again for Thrivent, and particularly for you, Matt, because it's been through your leadership and your encouragement that you have impacted, and this is where it's kind of powerful. The last slide, when you think that we've had, in the last 2 years, over 1,200 volunteers impacting over 23,000 lives in 2 years as a result of your involvement in Thrivent. And Matt, one of the things that we do at our school at the end of each year, we recognize during graduation 2 seniors that are graduating. And what we do with that is we recognize them for their living out that vision of being salt in their world. And we have at that time we honor them with a SALT award, which then speak, act, lead, and think like Christ. And at the end of the year, we also recognize a staff person who has exemplified that. And there is no question, Matt, you live out that whole vision that we have for our students. So at this time, Matt, if you would come up, and I would like to present you with our SALT award. I hope you got an idea of what goes on here. So we're grateful that you're here today, and it's been a blessing to us to be able to encourage Matt, but also share with you that I trust you'll take back the corporation. And again, we are thankful, big time, for what we're able to do because of what Thrivent is doing through their Simply Live Generous Gives Generously program. So we thank you for that. Now we have another special guest that's here today, and I'm going to ask if Mrs. Long. Are you going to bring Owen? Oh, he will come. Okay. Mrs. Long, I'm going to turn it over to you. This is something that just took place that I wasn't aware of. So we've got a double blessing today. What else I want to ask?
Our God is so great big. He wants to put a smile on your face and he wants to bless you. And so we should just say, Matt, we arranged this for you. Just to honor you. As the 6th graders about to lose their minds, can you give it up for my friend, kindergartner at TC, Owen Real, and National Championship Ohio State player, Cardale Jones.
Good afternoon. How you guys doing? Definitely thanks for having me and my buddy Owen. He's a little nervous right now, so he got to do me a huge favor before I start kind of speaking. Can everyone chat? Owen, Owen, Owen. Thanks for having me here. I had no clue I was doing this today. I was told that I was going to hang out with him at his school and his class. And, you guys,
principal and a couple of teachers talked to me and said, come and Owen. And when you guys told me it was about the mission program and things you guys do, about the community service outreaches and how you guys touch people all over the world, I had to come and see it for myself and speak to you guys. So first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Matt Buehrer for everything you do for this program. Programs like this and community service outreaches and giving back to communities is something definitely I cherish near and dear to my heart. So this is my official kind of, I don't know if I can invite myself into the program. I don't know how that works. So this is my official extending my helping hand to the mission program. Give me a shirt. And I definitely want to thank all of you guys here for being a part of the mission program. I don't know any of you guys, but this young knucklehead right here, Owen, but the world needs more people like you guys in here. You know, people who are willing to help people who have a hard time, or our community that's having a hard time. You know, that's what it's all about. It's all about giving back and lending a helping hand. So definitely I'd like to thank you guys for having me. Like I said, I'm officially a part of the mission. And go Bucks. Go Wicks!
He'll stay around a little bit. Let's be cool, okay? Let's not overwhelm him. Okay, there's some high school students I know that are anxious about all this and older men. Okay, let's just be cool, okay? But right now, I'm going to ask Mrs. Vaughn, what's the next procedure? You want your kiddos to go back to the elementary, or want you to stay here a little while? We've already destroyed the school thing, so it's like